What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar with C-Zar Gets Crypto, and we are talking about Taraxa coin today. This one comes to us at the request of Average Jane. Yet again, we're doing another one for you. I do have to say, just like right from the get-go, I do like the way that this whole chart is kind of poised right now. Now, to be fair, we don't have a whole lot of historical data. This came about in 2021. I don't know. Let's see. Is that all? Where are you? Come on now. Is it USD maybe? Okay, yeah, never mind. I think this is the all-time historical data. I don't know when it. Let's actually look and see here. Taraxa, number 689, $16 million market cap. A lot of room for growth, you guys. A lot of room. If this thing was to achieve like a $1.6 billion market cap, that'd be a 100x. And a $1.6 billion market cap is definitely achievable. Definitely achievable. You don't need a lot to get there in crypto. But what was I going to look at, man? Oh, yeah, the all-time history. Let's see. This goes back to October 20. So, as far as I know, this is the all-time history for Taraxa. Very beautiful. I can't talk enough about how just like absolutely beautifully shaped this bottom is right here, right? It's great. This is a classic formation whenever you find a low. Not only that, but your volume's building as you break, and on the breakout too. Just awesome. Very, very awesome. Not only that, you're above the purple line, the 123 moving average. You are holding it. You're cradling it like a baby. It's just safe in your arms, ready to grow and just do fantastic things and provide you a legacy, man. It's looking really good. From this, I think it's maybe this high to this low. We did find resistance in the sweet spot, right in the white zone there. We're below the 0.5. There is potential to go down to the 382. Here we are sitting at 4.6 cents. We could go all the way down to about 3.3 cents, something like that. About a cent. Oh no, we're not at 4.6 cents. We're at 46% of a cent. So we could go down to about 33% of a cent. And as is common with fibs, right, we did not top off right at this line. We actually went a little bit below it. What is right below that 382? Well, it's a previous area of resistance and a previous area of support. So maybe we do go down, maybe we go down even a little bit lower, around 27% of a penny. There is that potential as well. Looking at the weekly RSI, very, very bullish, very strong move. But, here you are having the classic repercussions of a strong move. You're coming down. It's okay. You're consolidating. You're retracing. It's normal. Very normal. Okay. And I was using this previous all-time high, or this all-time high. I don't feel comfortable taking this as the all-time high. I want to look at it. Let's see. Let's just be double sure. Maybe this one is the all-time high. Come on now. Let's see. No, that's first day mania. So I feel more comfortable saying that that's the all-time high personally. That's just how I do it. Tomato, tomato, potato, potato. If you do it and you find significance on it and it works for you, who cares? You're doing good. But looking at this thing on the daily RSI, you can see we came up to the overbought zone, rejected it. We actually had a higher high in the RSI with a lower high in the price. That would be hidden bearish divergence. Here we are, finding a low potentially at this area that we've been kind of grinding now for a little while. I do think it's going to give. And with this weekly RSI, again, generally speaking, maybe we can see it on the daily first, actually. Generally speaking, but not always. Whenever you come out of the overbought zone and you get below the 50, you do go to the oversold zone. And this, I think this would count personally, but you normally do see it get into it, right? Overbought here, below the 50. You bounced off it a little bit, man. You like to be resilient on that oversold zone, but you got into it, Overbought zone here. You did go below the 50, but oh so briefly. This could be considered holding support on the 50. We are dealing with a very low market cap coin, so the rules are a little bit more flexible, if that makes sense. Sometimes they're not, but just sometimes they are. And you didn't actually see it there. Everything that I'm saying, again, it's not 100% guarantee. It's just like an idea. Overbought here, held the 50, went back to the overbought zone, broke the 50, found it as resistance, and then you went to your oversold zone before starting to go higher again. If the weekly just had this tremendous move into this overbought zone, literally the strongest move on a weekly time frame that we've ever seen for this coin, is it possible that we could work our way down below the 50, maybe even into the oversold zone. I think so, you know, and that doesn't mean that we're going to have a move that takes us all the way back down. That's not how it works, but we could see a move that takes us down to, let's see, from this relative low to this high here. Look at that, man. We're right on this one's 382. Again, the first fib I had was from this top to this bottom. We were just a little bit above the 382. Actually, we were just a little bit below. Here, I'll show you. Top to bottom, just below this 0.5 here, right? Just below it. I'm going to delete this so that it's easier to see. And the 382 is that one. That was the one I was talking about. But now, talking about this one, we actually went to the 382, bounced off it, found resistance on the 236. This is a very classic formation you see in the fib scales whenever you are about to drop down to the 618. You find support on your 382, you find resistance on your 236, and then you go to your 618. I'm ignoring the 0.5. I don't think that it's going to be a point of reference here, though if we look at it, we put a line right there. It is kind of an area of support, previous area of support. So maybe don't disregard it entirely, but this 2 cent or this 20% of a penny area, that is the golden ratio. And just generally speaking, with the way that this looks, I would expect it to go there. But again, we're dealing with a very low cap coin, so the rules can be flexible. They can definitely be flexible. So maybe we don't go all the way down that low. Maybe we do. Who knows? Maybe we end up going just below this one's 0.5. Maybe. You know, nothing's guaranteed, but there actually is a lot of support and resistance kind of in this area between the 0.5 and the 618. These are lines. They are not walls. They are not barriers. They're not anything that's like guaranteed to happen. Yes, we've shown respect on it thus far, but we can totally find a low for this thing in the middle of nowhere. It doesn't have to be on these lines or very close to these lines, and I guess that is very close, but you know, it can literally be splitting them. It doesn't have to be right on it. That's all I'm trying to say. So regardless of all the maybes and ifs and potentials, I do think that it's going lower. I think that it looks bearish for what it's given. I mean, overall, I think this looks very bullish. I think this is a very nice formation. You got the bullish reaction afterwards on one of the biggest exchanges in crypto. KuCoin is still not that big of an exchange, but I mean, it's in the top 5 exchanges in crypto. So I mean, that's saying something, I would say, as far as like this chart goes. But we're also, again, finding resistance in a very common area. You are showing respect on your fibs. Resistance in a very common area. You know, I think that people are trading this. I think what you're doing right now is just you're getting ready to go to a lower or a higher low. That's it. You're going to have a higher low coming off of this very beautiful bottom, very amazing breakout, and you're just going to form this kind of consolidation down before you move up and you have your next move up. Where's it going to go? Hard to say. You know, once we have the low, it'll be a little bit easier. But let's say it goes to like this previous area of resistance here. You can see a minimum extension at about 2.2 cents. Now we are actually at the pennies, if not up to 4 cents. And then from there, guys, like really, it could be on its way up to new all-time highs. Is it possible that it could achieve new all-time highs by the end of the cycle? I think so, right? We're at 16 million. Is it 16? Yeah, it's closer to 16, so let's call it 16 million. From the current price, if you were to do a 100x, that'd be at $1.6 billion. And a 100x would be all the way up here. All the way up there. That's at basically 47 cents. From the all-time high, what I'm considering the all-time high, to the all-time low, very literally the low on this chart. Come on now. That's right in the realm of expected extensions, right? For those of you that don't know, whenever you see a fib extension, a target go to its fib extensions, the 1272 to the 1618 is kind of like the realm that you first look to. It is completely possible. There are deeper extensions that you could achieve, of course, but as far as like the realm of acceptable exceptions, I don't know, expectations, that would be here, right? And we're kind of in the middle of it, so if we were to go like closer to this 1272, maybe from the current price, maybe you only see a 36x. From the 1414, maybe you get a 65x. To the 1618, you get about a 170x, you know, something like that. So any and all of those, again, these are just lines. They're not barriers. You could go in between them as well. You could even go past them. With a market cap like it has, is a 200x possible? Yes. Is a 300x possible? Yes. A 400x possible? A 500x? Yes. So you very well could see deeper extensions. But before we even get to that, let's see how we react again with the 618 area whenever we come up to it. If we break through it on the second pass, which I very much would expect, then things are going to look good for this little box zone up here. But at the moment, I do think we're going lower. I definitely do think we're going lower. The daily RSI looks a little bit weak. In my opinion, you are in the bearish area of control. You've yet to get into your oversold zone. I think that's when you're really going to see things fly to the downside. You're going to start to see some bigger red candles. You've been rather tame lately, but you're grinding this bottom. Whenever it gives out, you will probably make a move. I mean, you're here at 46% of a penny. You'll probably drop, I would assume, let's see, from the current price. Oh, come on. Yeah, you'll probably drop like roughly 30% or more very quickly. From, let's see, from low to high. Yeah, your 1272, that would be a 23% drop. 1618 is 35% drop, and this is a very small fib, so you can definitely see deeper extensions from there. If it drops 50%, you know, whatever, it's still a higher low. I don't think that, you know, I personally don't think that it's going to go lower than these lows. It's possible, anything's possible, but man, with the way that this chart looks, yes, it's a very small cap coin, but the volume, the chart, the breakout, man, it looks like it's ready to do some great things in the coming bull market. So I like it. Definitely, you know, I wouldn't say it's a green light for buying now. If you've got a bag, you know, do what you want with it. If I had a bag, I wouldn't sell it. I would wait. You know, with those kind of potential gains from the current price, I would just not even be playing the game. I'd be looking to buy more if it goes down. I think the selling point would have been, you know, let's see, from the top to bottom. Yeah, you're at a 70% drop right now. The selling point probably would have been a nice like 30% or so higher than where we're at now. Let's see. Oh no, like 90% higher. So that would have been your selling point, like 90 to 60% higher than where we are now. You're beyond selling now, but this isn't financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I do think it's going down. If you were to play the game, maybe you'll come up victorious, but most people who play the game get burned. So my recommendation, that's not a recommendation, my opinion on it, is that maybe be patient if you're looking to buy more. If you already have a bag, add to it. Don't sell it. Don't let it go. Just add to it. Because, you know, again, low cap coin doesn't have to follow the rules. It could just shoot up tomorrow. It could just do its own thing and be damned with everything that I've said. But in my opinion, it does look like it's going to go lower. And that's really all I have to say. So if you guys like the video, leave a thumbs up. Subscribe if you'd like to see more. I appreciate everybody who's come to watch these and like these and subscribe and whatever. You know, even the people that don't subscribe, thank you for watching. I appreciate. I hope you got something out of it. And we'll see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.